How's it going out there, YouTubers? Cyberneticshark here with another new video haul for you guys. So let's get right in this video haul and see what I got. So welcome to another awesome video haul out there in YouTube land. Anyways, this is a awesome another Bullmoose edition of the video haul. So if you don't know what Bullmoose is, it is a large chain store that's mainly out of Maine, that has some stores in Massachusetts, New Hampshire, and so forth, and is very similar to Newbury Comics or such places that sell and buy used products, basically. Very similar to GameStop, etc., etc. So if you're not familiar with them, definitely check out their website. They got awesome deals. They usually have really great prices, and usually have good sales too as well for newer products. But anyways, to get back to this video haul, like I said, is a Bullmoose edition. And the few movies that I'm going to be showing you are films that I've picked up recently, the last couple weeks, that I got for really good deals and are just new additions to my awesome collection that you already see behind me. Yeah, that's not a prop behind me, people. Those are all real Blu-rays and DVDs. FYI, if you didn't know that already. So to start off this awesome video haul, the first movie I'm going to be talking about is an awesome film that came out back in the early 80s, late 70s, that was directed by Tobe Hooper. And this film is just a really great, film based off of a book that I think is just a really fun vampire film. And that, of course, is the film called Salem's Lot. Yeah. Woohoo. Check out the cover with the main vampire that was very significant in this film. Oh, yeah. And you can see here on the spine, it says Blu-ray. And then it says, of course, Salem's Lot, and then Warner Brothers, of course. And then on the back here, it's got a great picture of the main vampire villain, symposium, special features, and all that kind of cool stuff. This is just a really fun film. If you haven't seen it, it's a really well-directed Tobe Hooper film. It really is just one of those classic films that, if you're a big fan of like 70s and 80s like horror films, then you'll love this one, because it's exactly that same type of genre, same type of feel, same type of writing, and even the picture quality itself looks very similar to that time and era. And this, this was just really well done. It's based off of a Stephen King novel, and it didn't have a huge cast like a lot of known people, but it did have a couple, like Bonnie Bedelia, you might recognize from the Die Hard film series as John McClane's wife in the first film and second film. And then you got David Soul, who we all know from Starsky and Hutch. He's involved in this. James Mason. You have Lance Kerwin. You also have Lou Aries, too. But this was so well directed by Tobe Hooper. I think this was one of his best films, besides Texas Chainsaw Massacre, of course, and a few other films that he's directed over the years. But this is just a fun vampire film. If you like vampire films, if you like based off of Stephen King films, this is a really great film to check out. Add to your library. I got it for a super cheap deal. Really glad to finally add this to the collection, because this was actually a big staple in my childhood growing up, because my mom loved this movie, and so I'm very glad to finally have this, and on Blu-ray too at the same time. So I was very psyched that they finally gave this a high definition resolution and special features and so forth. The next film that I picked up from this awesome video haul is a great claymation film that I think was really fun, really awesome. It was made by the same people that did Wallace and Gromit, and I think this was just so stinking funny of a film. I cracked my butt off at this film, just cracked up, laughed very hard, and decided it was a really well done claymation film. And that, of course, is the film called The Pirates of Bands of Misfits, as you can see there. Oh yeah. So this is actually one that Target actually originally got, and I found it at Bullmoose the other day for $3, which I was like super psyched about. I couldn't believe it. Has the DVD and Blu-ray, which I thought was really awesome. I really like the cover. As you can see here, the spine, as you can see here, it says Pirates Band of Misfits, and of course you got your Blu-ray pack up here, a picture from the film, and then down here it shows of course, TriStar and stuff like that. On the back here, you got your special features, a few pictures of the characters from the film, and all that kind of cool stuff. This is, like I said, this was a Blu-ray and DVD. It comes with actually a bonus disc that was exclusive to the Target one, which I thought was really cool. It's got extra bonus content. But I love the the artwork on the discs of the DVD and Blu-ray. I think they look really awesome, really look amazing. As you can see there, it looks really cool and really, just fun. And I love when they put disc art on things. I always say that. And this is just a really fun film, especially if you like Chicken Run or if you liked any of the Wallace and Gromit stuff. These guys made another great film. Really fun, really hilarious. I believe even like some of the cool stuff that comes with this, you get another mini movie about the same characters. So You Want to Be a Pirate with filmmaker commentary. You get exclusive to DVD, Mr. Bobo's Flashcard Challenge, which is always fun when they put those kind of special features for, kids mostly, but even some adults like to do that. Then you got exclusive to Blu-ray, which comes as a pirate disguise dress-up game. From stop to motion, so basically a making of the film. Creating the Bath Chase. And then, of course, Peter Lord Short Films, who Peter Lord is basically the Wallace and Gromit creator. And he is responsible for a lot of these great films. And he's just an amazing filmmaker, writer, and just director and stuff. And I really enjoy whatever he makes. He's really awesome. But this actually has some pretty decent voiceover actors involved with the film, like such as Hugh Grant, David Tennant, we all know from Doctor Who. You got Imelda Staunton, who we all recognize as from the Harry Potter film, the fifth one, Order of the Phoenix, where she plays the evil head mistress because Dumbledore is not the headmaster at the time. I absolutely hated her as that character. I hated that character, and she just did such a great job of portraying that character. Then you got Martin Freeman, who we all know was, of course, Bilbo Baggins in the Hobbit films. And then you got Jeremy Piven did a voice in this too, which is really awesome. I absolutely love Jeremy Piven. I think he's awesome. But just an all-star cast of voices and just a really great film. If you haven't checked this out, definitely give it a whirl, people. It's a fun film, great for all ages. I'm very glad I finally added this to my collection. I'm glad I got it at such a great deal. The next film that I picked up is actually a double film on one disc. And this film series is just a really fun, farcical type of film series that, makes fun of all those airplane disaster films. It's along the lines of like the Scary Movies and Disaster Movie and stuff like that. And, you had Lloyd Bridges a part of this and so many great actors, Leslie Nielsen. I just absolutely love these films, and I finally picked them up to add them to my collection. And that, of course, is the airplane film comedy films. Don't Call Me Shirley Edition and Airplane 2, the sequel. These are just fun films. This is, of course, a double disc set, or a double film series on one disc on Blu-ray, finally, which is really awesome. The Airplane Don't Call Me Shirley Edition comes with all its normal special features, like the DVD and the normal Blu-ray come with, which is, you got commentary by producer John Davison and writer-directors Jim Abrams, Jerry Zucker, and David Zucker. Then you got long haul version, which includes deleted scenes, interviews, and more. And then you got a trivia track too, which is always awesome and fun. But it looks like the sequel, the Airplane 2, doesn't have any special features, which is too bad. But still, it's in a 1080p high definition, which is really awesome. On the back here, you can see that it shows both films, giving you a symposium of each film, special features, who's involved, actors, and stuff like that. Then the spine, of course, you got a picture from the film, and then the names, and another picture from the film. The discs themselves actually are just plain Blu-ray discs. It is a double disc. I don't know why I kept saying it was a single disc, but it is a double disc. I'm a Riri sometimes. Excuse me. Anywho, don't listen to that. Who said that? I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, so as you can see here, double discs, fun stuff. Really looks really awesome. Not too bad. I wish there was some disc art, as I usually always say, but it still looks not too shabby, not too bad. And pretty good deal. I mean, I got this for $7 for both movies, where if you buy them separately, they're $10 a piece. So this is a way better deal. So if you end up finding this one, definitely get it, people. It's worth the buy. If you love the airplane films, or if you like any of the scary movies or any of those types of films, these will be right up your alley. Great comedy. Like I said, I love that, like, Lloyd Bridges was a part of them, Jim Abrams. You even had Robert Hayes, Julie Haggerty a part of them. Robert Stack was in one of them, which I think was hilarious. The Jim Abrams, Jerry Zucker, David Zucker, they're really awesome, comedian directors. I think they made great films. And just a really all-around, really fun film. And the cameos in these films were always awesome, too. Absolutely love all the cameos that were in these films. From William Shatner to George Kennedy to, Robert Stack, like I said. Just a really great cameo-filled films, too. So if you haven't seen these, definitely check them out, people. They're worth a watch. Really fun, hilarious, and great part to add to your collection. The next film I picked up was another one I got for a really great deal that I was waiting for it to come down in price. I didn't feel, I love this movie. I thought it was a really great claymation film as well. Directed by Wes Anderson, just like he directed Island of Dogs. This was one of the first films he did that was claymation. And I just think this is a really fun film. Great all-star cast, and just really fun film. And that, of course, is Fantastic Mr. Fox. I absolutely love the cover of this film. I love that look. I think it looks really great. The yellow color along with the characters. Of course, on the spine here, you got a nice red color along with pictures of two of the characters and then Fantastic Mr. Fox. And, of course, Regency and Blu-ray down here. And then, of course, up top, Fox, of course. On the back here, you got a nice picture of Mr. Fox. And then, of course, the symposium and all that kind of good stuff. The disc itself has got some great disc art in it. It's got a picture image from the film, which I really like. I think it's really interesting and fun. Just really shows how creative this film was and how fun it was as well. Now, if you haven't seen this, definitely check out, people. It's worth the watch. A really fun film. But like I said, it's got an all-star cast of voices. So you got George Clooney, Meryl Streep, Jason Schwartzman, Bill Murray, Owen Wilson, just to cap up a few of the voiceovers that do some awesome voiceover work in this film. You got Streep and Clooney together. That's just a really awesome combination right there. But this film comes with quite a few awesome special features. So you got the making of Mr. Fantastic Fox, the look of Fantastic Mr. Fox. You got from script to screen. You got the puppet makers, who are the people that create the claymation figures and move them the inches that they have to make the film come to life. Then you got still life puppet animation, which should be an interesting one. Then you got the cast, Bill and his badger, which is kind of a little funny thing that Bill Murray did as like a making of type of like mockumentary and stuff like that. Then you got A Beginner's Guide to Whack-Bat, which should be fun. Then you got Fantastic Mr. Fox, The World of Roald Dahl. So Roald Dahl actually wrote the book that this film is based off of. I totally forgot that. Kind of like just James and the Giant Peach, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, they're all written by Roald Dahl. This one was too, and it was adapted into a claymation, very similar to Disney doing James and the Giant Peach. And I think that this did way better than James and the Giant Peach, but James and the Giant Peach is still a great film if you like it. I loved it too, but I thought this one was a little better. Had a little bit more backing to it, and it had that great Wes Anderson feel to it too as well, which was really fun. But this is just a great film. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out, people. Very glad to finally add this to my collection, and very glad to finally have it along with Isle of Dogs, because Isle of Dogs was an amazing film, too. So the next one I'm going to be talking about is from a MTV TV series that started back in the early 2000s, around 2008, I believe, 2007. And this, went on to the, 2010s and was a great series, and they just recently revived it, and it has been a huge hit again from these characters because they're just funny, hilarious, and fun to watch. And many of them have gone on to be very successful in their industries, in their, doing their own thing and stuff like that. And I just, I had never actually watched the original series before I watched the new series and absolutely fell in love with it, so I had to see the original series. So I decided to start picking up the old series on DVD. And that, of course, is the awesome TV show, of course, from MTV, Jersey Shore. Oh, yeah. Woo. If you haven't seen Jersey Shore, oh, my God, watch it. It's hilarious. Because these people are hilarious. Anyways, Jersey Shore Uncensored, as you can see here on the cover, shows all the guys and girls on the front here, from Snooki to The Situation, to JWoww, to Vinny, to DJ Pauly D, Ronnie, Angela, and then, of course, you got many and many other characters that they end up on the show eventually as well. On the cover here you can see, or the sidebar, or as I like to call it, the spine, as I know how to call it. It says, of course, Jersey Shore Uncensored, Season 1, blah, blah, blah. And then, of course, in the back, it's got a great picture of all the characters, Symposium, and all that kind of cool stuff. This is just a really fun series. Like I said, the new series that they put on MTV just really, I absolutely loved it, so I had to check this series out. Started watching the series, loved it, thought it was great. I love that the discs have art on them. They're all the same actual disc art, though, but still fun. Glad they put the disc art on them. This actually comes with special features, which I thought was surprising. Wasn't too sure if it was, but it actually does. It comes with deleted scenes, the reunion special. You got tips from the Situation Snooki. Then you got cast commentary by the Situation Snooki, Pauly D. Before the Shore, which is kind of like I believe, a documentary about what they did before they became, the Jersey Shore. And then Jersey Shore Makeover with Michael Cera, which should be funny as hell. Oh my God, who doesn't love Michael Cera? He's absolutely hilarious because he's so deadpan, kind of like Bob Newhart. And all around, it's just a fun show. I crack up at it. I think these people are absolutely amazing people, hilarious and fun to watch. And if you haven't seen Jersey Shore, definitely check out People. It's worth a watch. Really fun, really hilarious, and just an interesting, perspective into people's lives too as well. And just like what they go through too, because the new one, Family Reunion, oh my God, it's even better than the original series. I think it's even funnier, and I love where everyone has ended up. I think that's really fun too. Really, if you've seen the new show and haven't seen the original, definitely check out the original, People, because it really sets the backbone of where these people have come from, what they're about, and all that kind of cool stuff. So definitely check this out if you haven't. Really fun. Glad to have it in the collection. So to finish off this awesome Bullmoose video haul, the last one film or TV show I'll be talking about that I added to my collection is the second season of a long-running, amazing comedy TV series that I think is one of the best TV series in my life. I grew up watching it. I actually grew up watching this one versus Newhart that ran during my childhood. But this show is just so much fun. My mom watched it. I watched it with her. I thought it was just a fantastic show. Absolutely loved this comedian that the show's about. And just had a really great cast. And just great writing and great storytelling. And that, of course, is the great show, The Bob Newhart Show. Season 2. Oh, yeah. I love the look of this. I think it looks fantastic. As you can see here on the spine, it says Bob Newhart. Of course, it says 20th Century Fox, of course. And then you got a picture of Bob down here along the same DVD. Complete second season. On the back here, it's got a few pictures from the show. As you can see there, Symposium, special features, and all that kind of cool stuff. This was just a really pioneering, great comedic show. Along the lines of like I Love Lucy, Mary Tyler Moore Show, Brady Bunch, all those shows that were just great, for the kids growing up in the 60s, 70s, and so forth. This was just one of those shows that was just really amazing and funny. And the deadpan humor of Bob Newhart is so freaking hilarious, and he's so great at it. And he still does that great to this day. But this awesome 3-disc set includes all 24 Season 2 episodes, comes with auto commentary on all select episodes, and all new making of featurette, which should be interesting to watch. I haven't checked it out yet, but that should be interesting. But if you haven't seen Bob Newhart Show, oh my God, people, check it out. It's one of the best shows ever. Absolutely love the show. Glad to finally get the second season for my collection. I had Season 1. I just need the rest of the seasons to complete this awesome series and TV show because it's just an amazing show. There's some great episodes in each of these seasons, from the Muga Gaipan in Season 1 to Bob being, having a back injury and having Suzanne Plachette have to care for him, and he's like, I don't want to be a bother, but could you do this for me? Funny stuff like that. This is just a great, great show. If you haven't seen it, people, definitely check it out. Worth a watch. Really fun and hilarious. Just an all-around great TV show. And very glad to finally have it, the second season, in my collection. So that's it for this video haul, folks. As always, thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. And also, thank you for subscribing. If it's your first time here, or if you've been here before and you haven't hit that subscribe button, what are you waiting for? Me to ask you politely, can you please subscribe to my channel? Please, I need your help. No, come on, people. Hit that subscribe button because you like this stuff and enjoy it. Or just subscribe so you don't miss this video or any of the awesome videos I put up. As always, people, keep your eyes out for any older, newer videos you might not have seen mine yet. And as always, people, check out the awesome Stardust app, where you can watch 3 to 30-second little mini reviews, TV shows, trailers, movies, anything your heart desires. And as always, people, this is a free app that you can download through your respective Play Store. If you end up downloading it, look for me under the Cybernetic 13, follow me, and I'll follow you back. And as always, people, catch you in the next one.